Hey Flosstube, it's Bree here with brees.stitching.stuff, and welcome to my channel. Today is September 10th, 2020. This is episode 20. That's insane. 20 episodes, that's awesome. I'm so excited and grateful that I've been able to make videos and continue to keep making videos because it has been such a nice addition to my life. And I really just enjoy getting to know each and every one of you. So if you're a returner and you subscribe to my channel, thank you from the bottom of my heart for letting me be part of your stitchy day and for always being a part of my life. So thank you. And if you are new here, I hope you get some inspiration for cross-stitching, quilting, crocheting, shopping, anything. I hope you stick around and maybe subscribe or like my video, or definitely go follow me on Instagram so I can see what you got going on too. And about that real quick, so my Instagram account is set to private, so if you request me, as long as I see that you have other like cross-stitch people that you follow or that are following you, or that your pictures have cross-stitch in it, then I will agree to follow you and let you follow me. Just because there is a lot of crazy people out there, and there are a few pictures of my kiddos on my Instagram, so I'm trying not to let it be open to like everybody out there. But to my cross-stitch family, I love being able to have that connection with you guys. So it will say that I am private, but I will, as long as I see that you have other cross-stitchers within your little family on there, I will approve of it, and then I ask to follow you as well. So thank you guys so much. It's been so much fun. And it's been neat kind of, you know, some of the people that comment in my YouTube videos, it's been fun to connect them to the Instagram people and kind of, oh, that's who that is. You know, it's like when you finally meet somebody in person other than like online. It's one of those kind of feelings. It's so much fun. So thank you guys. Last video I had a great giveaways. I had several giveaways and everybody got to me really quickly and I got everything out, and that was so much fun. It was really nice working with the designers for the PDF patterns. They were so fun and supportive. They made the process really, really easy and fun. So thank you guys so much. Let's go on. I have some finishes, I have the whips, some haul, and then I'm going to go over a little bit of the Q&A type stuff from my last video's comments. So let's get started. There were a lot of people that talked about Kreinik, and because I had asked about it, and it's like 50-50. Some people hate it and some people are fine with it. I ordered some. I'm going to give it a go. A few people had mentioned Rainbow Gallery Petite Treasure Braid as another option, so I plan on going to my local cross-stitch store hopefully in the next week, and I'll grab a couple and just kind of see which ones I like better, because there's no way of knowing until you actually try it. So hopefully I'll get there next week. We'll see. I had put in a reserve order for the new Hello from Liz Matthew patterns that she just released. Did you guys watch her video for releases? Oh my gosh, they're amazing. I like a lot of Liz Matthews charts, a lot of them, but this round, that girl has talent. I know her mom's Kathy Barrick, but that is just, it just oozes out of that woman, and she just seems like the sweetest human being ever. So go check out Liz Matthews for sure. I've stitched up a couple of her patterns, so I'm excited to get some new ones. I can't wait. Hopefully they'll be there next week. I don't know, we'll see. They're gonna call me back and let me know when they're there, so I'll have to show you guys next time they come in. Ah, love it. But yeah, so that is it, you guys. That's all I have for that quick little things. Oh, and I did pin a comment from last week. I think it was Dottie. Yeah, Dottie had left a lot of really good tips and tricks on using Kreinik. So in Flosstube number 19, if you looked at the pinned comment, Dottie had a couple little tricks that you guys can follow if you are looking at working with Kreinik as well. So it's always nice learning from so many different stitchers, because everybody has different experiences and different techniques, and we all learn so differently. So thank you guys so much for continually answering my questions, because I never know. And there was a lot of a few podcast suggestions on there from last week. So if you're looking for podcasts, go check my last video. There's quite a few comments, but if you scroll through real quick, you can pick out the podcasts. And then someone mentioned that audiobooks. I always forget that books are on audio. I've done a few audiobooks and they were okay, but a couple of them I couldn't stand the person's voice. I don't know, like when I read, I like picture in my head how the people are going to sound, and in my head that's what they sound. I don't know. So sometimes the audiobooks voices are off from what I'd want them to be, if that makes sense. So sometimes I forget about it, but I know, like, I think Pam from Just Keep Stitching, I think that's how she gets through all her books. I think she does audiobooks as well. So thank you so much. I think, who was that? Oh, Charlotte. Charlotte had mentioned it. So thank you, Charlotte. I definitely need to check out my library and see what books they have on audio, because that's a really good idea. Especially in the fall. I like books in the fall, but I really don't want to stop stitching. So it's a good option. So I have some finishes, you guys, and two of them are really obvious right now in the screen. So let me talk about this first. So Erin over at 2 Martini Stitcher had mentioned this a few videos ago, and it's the Empower People bandana. They have a website. I'll leave a link down below. Basically, it's just to support people that need to be heard. So when you wear your bandana, you wear it when you go vote, when you go protest, when you go march, when you want to spread the word of equal rights. You wear this and show that support. So their website has, I think there's 4 or 5 patterns completely for free, by the way. There's a knitting pattern, there's 2 different kinds of crochet stitches. Okay, maybe there's 4. And then there's a sewing pattern. It's a wonderful website. And it has all the information all about Empower People's goal. So I'll leave a link down below. I'll let you go over there and check it out yourself. But it's fun. It was fun. And I love how this turned out. I used, let me see, I think I have the tag from it. This is the name of my yarn that I got. I found out that I have a local yarn shop like 2 towns over. So I don't do a ton of crocheting. I can't knit. I've tried learning and I can't figure it out. But I crochet, but it's not like a huge part of my crafty part of my life. But every once in a while I'll pull some stuff out. So I didn't even know. It's called Wool & Company. It's in St. Charles, Illinois. They have a ton, but it's in downtown St. Charles, which it's a suburb. It's not a very big town. I can't parallel park. And most of the parking down there is parallel, and the street's really busy, and I hate driving. So I had it shipped to my house. This is what I had left. It's beautiful, and it's a really nice yarn. I think it's like DK weight or something. I don't really know much about yarn or how it works, but it's pretty, and it feels nice. So that's all that matters to me. And then my quilt, remember I showed you guys my block? It's done. I fully finished it. And I'm going to move my camera. Sorry, it's going to be a little, I'll go slow. So there's the very top. It has a beautiful big border. And then, let's see if I can get them in down there and down there. I love how it turned out, you guys. It's so pretty. And then the backing is just this really pretty floral. This kind of gave me like a 60s, 70s vibe, but like more modern. That's kind of what drew me to this fabric line. So it's Fantasy by Wyndham. I'm pretty sure you can still find it. I bought it this year, so I think it's still probably around. And then I have a quilt table that I connected my domestic sewing machine to. So it's 10 feet wide, and then the sewing machine is on a table, and it has the handle. So it looks like if you've seen like a long arm machine, it's like that but tinier. And I just kind of meander, swirl around, do whatever my shapes are, but it's really nice because I don't have to pin it or anything. I just lay it on the table and then I can quilt it. It's awesome. And that's how I do all my quilts. So my one cross stitch finish, you guys. I haven't had a cross stitch finish and I don't even know how long. So I started this one. It's You and I and Friends. It's called Rule the Night. I found this the last time I was at Tomorrow's Heirlooms. It's a pattern from the early 2000s. The people at Tomorrow's Heirlooms said that they are no longer designing anymore, which is a shame because they had quite a few really cute patterns, and I love how they package everything. And they were all like this with a real picture and then this cute little envelope style packaging, which, I don't know, it's just different. And here it is. Look at how cute, you guys. I'm so excited. So this is my first time stitching on 36 count linen. This is a fabric from one of the Fortnite auction nights. I just grabbed it real quick when they were doing that, and I really enjoyed stitching on 36 count linen, actually. I did it one strand over two, and I pulled my own colors. I tried to stick with like the pattern, but I just pulled my own when I was there at the store, and that's what I came out with. I love it. It's all Weeks Dye Works, except for the stem and the little X's on this, the little border here. So how I finished it was Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch, I believe, is her Flosstube channel. It's Liz, her Flosstube channel. I'll leave it down below, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's either Elizabeth Can Stitch or Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. I can't remember. But she had a video on how to attach cross stitch to a mat board. So I just followed her tutorial to the T. So I cut my mat board to fit my stitch size. I put a chunk of batting down, and then I put the cross stitch down, and I used the little pins that she suggested and just kind of tweaked and pinned and all that kind of fun stuff until I got into the right spot. And then I have some acid-free tape that I use sometimes. I put that on the back to hold everything in place. And then I just cut a piece of black felt to kind of cover it up and to help hold the hanger cord here. And I just hot glued that down, and then I hot glued the felt on as well. And then the little piping stuff I put on the outside, I just did little tacks with the same kind of pins that I used, and then I put a couple spots with hot glue just to make sure, because there was a couple spots that were sticking out a little bit, so I just kind of squished them down a little bit more. But I'm really happy with how this turned out, and I'm loving this pumpkin color. It's Marmalade by Weeks Dye Works. It's beautiful. I think it turned out perfect, so I love it, and I have it finished, and I can put it up in like a month. I'm so excited. I have it hanging in my studio though right now in the basement because I love it so much. Yeah, so those are my finishes, you guys. So let's talk about my whips. So I got my hands on a few things, nothing crazy, but some stuff, which is good. The first one I got here is my One Nation by Bygone Stitches. I am following Janet over at Janet Jabber, how she does 1 star, 1 state a week to kind of get through this huge chart within a year. And this is where I'm at. I did this on a 32 count Lugana in the colorway taupe, but then I coffee tea-dyed it to give it that marbly look. So here we are. I think I just started week 6 of starting this, so I am behind 1 star and then a state and a half. So I got my 5 stars in already, and then I have 4 1/4 states. So I got Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey's new, Georgia is new, and then I started Connecticut here. And then I got some more of the lines in for the border. But I really enjoy stitching on this. I'm doing 1 strand of thread, or 1 strand of floss over 2 threads on the fabric. So I love it, you guys. I think it's turning out so pretty. And I love the variegation in the thread, because I think it kind of gives it a little bit of a vintagey look to it. So, yay! And it still smells like coffee. Which is good, because I like coffee. So that one's been fun to stitch. I like pulling that one out. So I gotta get another state done this week for sure. And then this is my like priority piece right now, because this is the one I'm closest to being finished on, and it is Serena by Lila Studio. And if you remember, I just pulled all my own floss, and then I dyed my own fabric to go with it. So it was kind of more of like a stash buster, plus I really wanted to get it started when I got the pattern in, and this is kind of what I went with it. So it's been working. And that's where I'm at. So really I just have a little bit more of the green here, and then finish up the 2 blue lines up at the top, and there's some beading that needs to be done. So her scissors are hung on a beaded necklace, and then there's some beading in the trunk. The pattern calls for like 3 little fish over here. I'm just gonna leave them off. I don't think it's necessary. And I'm not quite sure I'm gonna finish it yet. The pattern shows it as a little bag, and I'm kind of leaning towards that right now. And then I can, you know, stuff some stuff in it and make it look really cute. But I don't know yet. I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, I love it. She's beautiful. It's a 32 count even weave. Like I said, I dyed it myself. I mixed like a gray and a teal. I just kind of kept dunking it and soaking it until it kind of got to that color. And then I'm just using all DMC for the floss. So I'm doing 2 strands over 2. That has really good coverage for 32 count. So this is one of my oldest whips. It might literally be my oldest whip. I'm just not sure. I didn't double check. But it's Jesus. It was a pattern I got on Hobby Lobby. I don't know what I was thinking. So I've only been cross stitching for a little more than a year, and this was like one of the first things I bought. It's full coverage, and it's in sepia tone. It is so hard. There are, I think, 9 different colors, and they're all just slightly different than the color before it. So it's a bit of a hassle. I have been marking my chart as I go so that I know where I'm at, and this is where I'm at now. And it's like a 14 count Ada that comes in the kit. I gridded it. So last time I showed you guys, it was just like the eyes up. So I got into the nose, and I've worked my way down this way. This side of the face is like the light part, like the light's coming this way. So this side's all darker shadows. So you can't see a ton because it kind of blends in with the fabric. You can kind of see right there. So I gridded this fabric myself with a friction pen. I use friction pens all the time in my quilting, and I've never had issues with it reappearing as long as I washed it. So when I'm done with this, I'll iron out all the lines, and then I'll give it a good washing with my hands and some like light detergent or whatever, clean it up really good, and then I'm just gonna frame it. But yeah, when I was quilting a couple years back, somebody had mentioned that friction pens come back in the cold. So that kind of freaked me out because I use it all the time on my quilts. Like when I'm doing different quilt designs, sometimes I'll mark on there where I'm gonna go, or if I'm just, you know, whatever. Sometimes I mark with it. And so I freaked out. So I like took a quilt at the time and I threw it in the freezer because it has to get cold for the friction pen to reappear, I guess. So I threw it in the freezer and didn't come back. And I was like, okay, that was weird. So then I just took a chunk of fabric and I wrote all over it with the friction pen, and then I heat, because when you hit heat on the friction pens on your fabrics, it goes away, it disappears it. And it's an erasable pen though. You can even erase it with the eraser, but if you hit it with the heat, it goes away instantly. So I did that and then threw that in the freezer and it reappeared. So I think the key, at least for me, I'm not gonna say this is for sure for everyone, for the multiple times that I've used it, as long as I heat it out and then wash the project, it doesn't reappear in the cold. Like I said, I literally threw it in the freezer. And it never came back as long as I had washed it. So, but that's where I'm at with Jesus. He is so cute. Oh my gosh, it's not even cute, it's beautiful. It's amazing, like yes, I get it. These are patterns, they're already laid out for all of us to stitch up, right? Like, whatever. We take the time to stitch it, and it turns out like this. It's beautiful. Like, sometimes you look at patterns and you're like, this doesn't even make sense. What am I doing? And then you hold it back and you're like, oh, that's what I'm doing. It's so pretty, you guys. I'm so excited about that one. My husband was making fun of me because I pulled it out for the first time in a long time, and he was like, you didn't finish that yet? I'm like, no. One day it'll be done. One day. But yeah. And then another one, this is my work stitching that I've been working on. It's my Lizzie Kate Wanted Santa 2002. I'm doing all the called for DMC, but I did change the skin tone because it was like pink when I pulled it, and I didn't like that. And this is where I'm at. So since the last time you guys saw it, I finished filling in the beard. I added some more of the lettering and I think a couple of the stripes. This is on 32 count even weave. It's a Fortnite fabric, color Morale. So it was one of their month subscription colors. But I love him. He's so cute. So hopefully I just get a couple more gifts and then there's a sign on the bottom and then I'll be done. Yeah, I like it. And I started doing some railroading in this stitch and I love how that is working. Steph from Just Keep Stitching has a great tutorial. It was a while ago that she did it, but she has a great tutorial on how she does her railroading. So if you're looking into it, I'm sure there's plenty of other people that have videos as well, but I just really love Steph, so I will always say check out Steph's railroading videos. And she talks about the Stag Nabbit, which is one of my favorite tools as well. Since I've watched that, I use it all the time. And then another one I worked on, you guys, is my Little House Needleworks Bessie. I'm almost done. Literally, like, I was up till midnight last night working on her because I was like, oh, I'm so close. And then I saw this cute little checkered pattern right here. I didn't realize it was there. So I still have that left. But I thought I was done, but I was not. And I'm definitely adding it because I think it's beautiful and it really does bring like the red in, which I love. This is on 40 count Weeks Dye Works in the Angel Hair colorway. I'm using all the called for floss except for the white color and the udder color, just because on my fabric the udder color and the white color they have called for, it like blended in, and I think you can see just a little bit better here. So yeah, like I said, I just have there's like 2 rows, well they're not rows, but 2 chunks of checkerboard pattern. This is 1 strand of floss over 2 on the 40 count, and I just think it is so pretty. She's so cute. But yeah, check her out. I'm really proud of my little X's there. I think the higher counts are turning into my favorite just because I really enjoy using 1 strand of floss a lot. I really do like that look, and I like stitching that way better. I just feel like the threads lay nicer on the fabric for me. So I really hope they come out with a pig like this, but it's a pig that says bacon. Wouldn't they be great? Oh my gosh. I will totally stitch that up if they get a pig that says bacon. I hope they do. I think they have a goat or a sheep or a chicken or something. I don't remember. I just really like cows a lot. So this next one, excuse me. This next one I found from Owl Forest Embroidery, and Becca over at Brees Stitches mentioned it in one of her videos, and I was like, I need to go check this out. So what it's called, if you go to Owl Forest Embroidery's website, they have a free chart section. If you go to it, it's called 100 Owls. So it's a sampler-ish type sale thingy with 100 owls. Every Friday in the US, a new owl comes out. So I just started it. They just released another owl on Friday, and I just started this like Wednesday or something. I don't remember. So that's where I got. That's the first owl. That's his little belly and his little feet, and that's it. Somebody on a Facebook group or something said that the center one, this first one that we do, is the biggest one that you'll have throughout the whole piece. So there's this one, and then there's one right above it for the 2 that are out right now. So that is my goal, is to kind of keep working on the owls. I love owls so much. I just think they're so pretty. And this is on a 32 count even weave. I think it's like Silvery Mist or something like that. What is that? Zweigart, because it has the orange on it. I just ordered it off of 123 Stitch a while ago. I had ordered like a big chunk of it, and I just cut pieces off of it for different patterns. But I think it'll be nice. I pulled all the DMC that the chart called for, and they all look really good against this fabric, so I'm going with it. There's been some really pretty ones on Instagram, because there's like a tag you can follow, which I'll leave down below. People doing it on different color fabrics, and it's really pretty. So sometimes I wish I had different color fabrics so that I can do that, but then I get too scared. And Laura keeps telling me at Oh, I always forget her channel because she's Paper Laura on Instagram. Something Shore. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Laura. I'll leave her down below. I talk about her every video because I love Laura. She has a birthday sale coming up in October, by the way. Stitch a Pumpkin. But she always has all these beautiful color fabrics, and she tells me all the time, just do it, and they still scare me. So I don't have any. The only color fabric I have is from Becky. She sent me an orange piece of fabric, and it's beautiful, and I'm stitching something on it soon, but I just don't have a stash of it. But I did, you guys, real quick, I did sign up for Bestitch Me's Fabric of the Month Club. I got in. I don't know if it's hard to get in or not, but I got in, and I signed up for the both clubs. So they have like a neutral club, and then I think a color club, and then she has a both club. So like 1 month you'll get neutral, and 1 month you'll get color. I'm so excited, and I can't remember what I signed up for. I don't know what count I signed up for. We'll see. I should get it this month. Should be my first month in. So she sent me an invoice, and I paid for it, but I can't remember now what I signed up for. I think she has you sign up for like your first choice, second choice type of thing, if I remember correctly. I don't know. We'll see. So we're into haul now, you guys, real quick. That is all my cross stitch stuff. So I have a couple things in haul that I'm really excited about that I want to show you guys real quick. So I got my August Fortnite fabric, you guys. This is the most beautiful chunk I have gotten from them. And I love all their fabric that I've got from them. But this one, I literally gasped when I pulled it out of the package. Ready? It's called Panther Cap. I got mine in 40 count because in August they were short a lot of different counts. So they said, we have these counts. If you want them, let us know. If not, just skip this month and go on to the next. And I said, 40 count, please, because I want this color. And I'm so glad that I did, because I am not kidding. This is like my favorite color they've done, you guys. It is so, oh, you can kind of see the pink in there. There's like the slightest pink or purple kind of undertone to it. Like, it's not glaring, but when you look at it, you're like, is there pink in there? It's like one of those kind of things. It is so pretty, you guys. So pretty. And I've never stitched on one of their linens before. I think there's Weigart, right? That's what I always say that. The orange, it's Weigart, I think. So it's just a nice weight. Like, I'm doing Betsy on the Weeks Dye Works linen, and it's like dryer sheet. It's real floppy and flimsy, and it's not my favorite to stitch on. But this has like a good weight. Like, you could make it into a shirt kind of weight, like a linen shirt. It's so pretty. I just can't get over it. So I actually have an idea of what I'm going to stitch on it. It's the new Liz Matthews chart. It's her, I can't remember, I think it's like Spooky Tree or something like that. It's the new tree one that she has for Halloween. Yeah, it's going on this. I think it'll be perfect. And that's one of the piece charts that I pre-ordered, so hopefully it'll be here soon. Can't wait. But yeah, Fortnite Fabrics, go check them out. They just came out with another like line for the year. They have like a spring summer line, and then a fall winter line or something. They're beautiful. I have not ordered them yet because Crafty Budget has not been allowing that, but they are really pretty. And then the Christmas ornaments came out for Just Cross Stitch magazine. It's really cool. I love it. I didn't get my there was I think it was like September, October issue. I never got it. I don't know why. I emailed them. They said they're going to resend it because I hadn't gotten it yet, but I got this. So there's some really great patterns in here, like, and they're all like little ornaments, so they're small, cute little, but there's a bunch. So definitely, if you're out at the store and you see it, grab it. It has some really great little, even if you get a couple charts out of it, I think it's worth it to me. But there's a couple in there that I think I might do for Christmas gifts. So these next two charts that I bought, oh my gosh, you guys. So Erin, 2 Martini Stitcher, was stitching this one. I was like, ooh, that's really cute. I like it. And then I kind of forgot about it. And then for whatever reason, everybody on Instagram was posting pictures of them working on this. I don't know if there's a sale going on for it or what's happening, but several people on Instagram have been posting pictures of this. Oh my gosh. Look at it. Midnight Watch by Blackbird Designs. It's from 2009. So it's still out there. You can get it. It's just been, there was a lot of places that I found it that was out of stock. So I finally found it on a website. Her name is Lynn, the lady that owns the website. I think she has a brick and mortar as well, if I remember correctly. I don't have the name of her shop. It's not on the invoice that she sent out, but it's Lynn something. She was wonderful. She tells you straight up, like on the website, like shipping's hard right now. If you do priority, it's around this. If you do ground, it's around this. You choose what you want to do, type of thing. As soon as she shipped it, she emailed me and said, I shipped it today at the post office. Let me know what's going on when you get it. I have no idea how long it's going to be. I picked ground, so there was no insurance, there's no tracking. But she said that was been her fastest shipping over priority right now. So I went with it, fingers crossed, hoping that I got it. And I got it within a week. It was awesome. So I have no idea when I'm going to do it, but I just thought this was beautiful. That moon, you guys, look at that moon. So I definitely will be doing the called for floss on this because it's perfect. And those gingham pumpkins, oh my gosh. So we shall see. I probably won't start this year at all, but I had to have it before I couldn't get it. You know, it's Blackbird. Sometimes they stop making them for a bit. And the other one that I saw that on her website, she has a ton of beautiful charts on her website, like a ton, was this one. And it's Halloween Eve, also by Blackbird Designs. Check out this patchwork pumpkin. I saw somebody stitching this a while ago, and I can't remember now who it was, but the pumpkin got me so much. Anything patchwork gets me. And this one is in 2011, so this one is probably pretty easy to get a hold of as well, because it's not that old. It's so pretty. I like Blackbird Design. I'm not obsessed like some people, but every once in a while I'll see something from them and I'm just like, man, I have to have it. So I had to have it. Again, I have no idea when I'm going to stitch this, but it's so pretty. That was my haul, you guys. And she left a sweet little handwritten note on your invoice, so, and that's always a nice little touch because I love it. I just really quick wanted to say thank you again, you guys, for letting me be part of your stitchy day. I hope you got some great stitching time in. And I also really quickly want to send out some sweet, sweet love and some positive vibes and some prayers to Janet and her family at this time. She had posted that something's going on with her dad, and that was pretty much all that she left it at for the time being, which is totally fine. Go deal with your stuff, Janet. But please, Janet is one of the sweetest, kindest people that I've met online. And she's just a beautiful human being. So send her lots and lots of love, however you like to send it, by vibes, by prayer, whatever. Just send it to them so they can heal together. So I love you, Janet, and just know that everyone here is, you know, thinking about you and hoping that everything goes okay. And yeah. So I hope you guys get lots of cross stitching in, and that you're spending a lot of time with your family and your friends that are close to you. And that you're being kind, and that people are being kind to you as well. It's hard. I know I just watched Becca over at Brees Stitches on her last Flosstube, and she works retail. I work in the salon industry, and I had to totally agree with her video when she was talking about how mean and nasty people are when they come in. Not everyone. Some people are amazing and wonderful and just sweet and understanding and kind, but there are some that are just awful. You know, we are there working to provide you with a service. Like, how can you be mean to us? We are just trying our best. We're trying. I know at least here, we're in Illinois. It's required to wear a mask. It's required at the salons to get your temperature checked. It's just what we're following. We're following protocol. Like, there's nothing we can do about it. You know what I mean? So you getting mad at us just hurts. It just hurts. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't solve anything. I don't know how it makes you feel better, but it hurts. I've had many of days where I've gone home just crying, like ready to just quit. And I've been doing hair for over 20 years. And it's something I love. And the fact that I've hit this point in my career is really sad to me. So just remember, always, not even just because I'm telling you, just always be kind and be so grateful and thankful that places are even open and providing you with stuff that you need. And I know most people are super kind and super sweet and super generous, but there's just those bad seeds out there, and you're always going to get them no matter what's going on. But right now, it's just everybody's having a hard time mentally, and then you throw those nasty seeds in the mix, and it's not a good combo. So just spread out the positiveness and the kindness, and hopefully it'll just like radiate, and everybody will learn to just love and be kind. You know, it's just so important. It's just so important. We're all trying so hard right now to do what's right and what's best. So just thank you guys so much for bringing the kindness to me and the positiveness to me here on Flosstube and on Instagram. And I'm hoping that I radiate that kindness and positivity towards others as well. That's my goal. I've said it before, my goal every day is to make someone smile. Simple as that, just make someone smile. So thank you guys so much for being a part of my day. I just love you guys so much. I really, really do. You guys just make me happy. So thank you very much. I'm so happy that you guys were here and you were in my home. And thank you for letting me be in your home today. So until we see each other again, and I'll see you over on Instagram like every day because I'm there every day. But until then, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay calm. Bye, guys.